1st of October is the Nigerian Independence Day, when Nigerians celebrate the birth of a new nation with activities to commemorate the occasion. In Kebbi State, parades form part of the celebrations where school children and paramilitary organizations take part in parades to showcase their skills as well as exhibit their patriotism and love for the country. At the Haliru Abdul Sports Stadium, the venue of this year's event, the arrival of the governor, Senator Abubakar Atiku Bagudu, signals the commencement of this year's celebrations.
General Salon!
After receiving the salute of honor, the governor, along with the Kebbi State Commissioner of Police, inspected a guard of honor in a military Land Rover. And then it was time for the Independence Parade, and school children were given the opportunity to pay respect to the fatherland and march to commemorate the country's 58th independence anniversary, while the governor monitored the exercise. After the march past, the governor delivers his traditional independence speech.
Earlier this morning, I addressed the state. Therefore, what I am doing here is to acknowledge and thank all those who, in spite of the competing schedules of the moment, are able to take a moment so that we can celebrate Nigeria's independence and Nigeria's 58th year of existence as a country. And secondly, to acknowledge all the security agencies and other agencies, youth groups, students who are here today to help us in that celebration, in a very well-organized parade that we saw, and I congratulate and thank them all. this October celebration is coming at a moment when political parties across the country are conducting primaries to select candidates that will represent the respective political parties. Here in Kebbi State, about 4 days ago, the members of the All Progressive Congress turned out in 225 wards in the state in order to participate in the direct primaries, which will lead to the election of a candidate in the name of President Muhammadu Buhari to represent the party in 2019. Other parties are doing similar exercise. So it is a mark of honor to our state that in spite of the very busy political period, the sons and daughters and friends of Kebbi are all gathered here to celebrate our unity, to celebrate our progress, because politicking should lead to progress. The fact that we take a moment to celebrate what unites us and the essence of such unity is a very, very important acknowledgement that we have a greater goal in life. In the last 3.5 years, the mandate that was given to us was exercised judiciously, and we were humbled as always with the responsibility given to us by the good people of Kebbi State, and we appreciated it, and at every moment we find the opportunity to do so. We will always thank the stakeholders and the good people of Kebbi State who gave us the mandate. And we are proud to say that among other states, all the elected people, members of the National Assembly, members of the State Assembly, chairman of local government, the deputy governor and I, and also all the appointed people, chief of staff, secretary to the state government, commissioners, advisors, appreciated the importance of working together and mobilizing all stakeholders in order to achieve what we did achieve. Supported by the public service, security agencies, we are humbled to say we have achieved a lot for Kebbi State, to the extent that Kebbi State is mentioned quite often in different places, in different achievements. Just last month, the Minister of Works, Babatunde Raji Fashola, requested that our team should give him the blueprint as how Kebbi State was able to achieve the progress it did in power in the last 3 years, so that it can be presented to the National Economic Council. Our achievement in agriculture has gone beyond local to international. We have had visits. Just last week, we had the Thailand ambassador visiting Kebbi State to study what we have been doing in rice. Those who are conversant with the international rice market will know that Thailand is the lead country in the trade of rice globally, so that Kebbi State has commanded the attention of such a country shows that we are marching where potential can lead us. This is in addition to several noteworthy acknowledgements by the people, by the President of the Federal Republic, and importantly also by the investing public. Today, Labana, which is a pioneer rice milling company, owned largely by my younger brother, Abba Aleru. And sometimes people can understand why I'm very comfortable. I have younger brothers who are great investors. Labana has expanded and is doubling capacity because of the achievements in the agriculture and the rice sector. Warport is up and running, and they're already thinking of a second plant. Dangote, Kamba, an illustrious son of the state, is building in Kamba, and many others are coming up. Smaller ones are coming up. We have just procured, and we have them already in the state, 250 small-scale rice mills, which we are going to give to women processors so that they will not lose out to the big companies. We want the big companies to sell on the international market so that our women processors can serve our local market. But we are humbled to say we are making progress. Today, we have commenced planting of cassava in Dankowa local government as part of our effort to produce ethanol, which is a fuel that is a substitute for petroleum. And the effort again is being led by no less a person than one of our illustrious scientists, Professor Mohammed Abubakar Kawaji. And just about a month ago, the NNPC announced internationally the cooperation between them and Kebbi State in biofuel production. I'm proud to say we are expanding the frontiers of our competition. Just last 2 months, we trained 100 young men who are going to be beekeepers, because we also want to compete in the international honey market, among other endeavors. All these achievements and what we are doing with infrastructure, today as we speak, we are constructing 367 kilometers of new roads in all the 4 emirates of the state. We have rehabilitated over 410 kilometers, and we are counting. We have secured a World Bank loan of $60 million for rural access mobility project. These are rural roads in all the 21 local governments that we will begin to construct in December. I know no matter what we did, there's much more to be done. And I can assure the good people of Kebbi State that we'll endeavor to continue to put in our best. And I'm very, very proud about the cooperation that we are receiving from the State House of Assembly members. And I want us all to remember them in this period where politicking is taking place, so that we can also reward some of them for what they have done to Kebbi State. I also want to thank the entire members of the State Executive Council and the public service for the cooperation we have received. All this cooperation has been inspired by the fact that Kebbi State is one of the most blessed states in Nigeria. Our 4 emirates, and that's why we are always proud when we have our 4 emirs together, represent our diversity, our respect for tolerance, our opportunity, and the fact that our emirs today, each of them is a celebrated statesman. Two of them have been military governors before. One of them, a vice chancellor and a distinguished scientist. One of them, an agriculturalist, a pastoralist, a fisherman, a former commissioner of agriculture, an international figure in polio eradication, and so on and so forth. These great personalities have given our state, following a long-established tradition and identity that we are all proud of, and we thank them and pray that may God continue to keep them in high honor for what they are doing for our state. That is why yesterday in my remarks, after my party has once again graciously made me the candidate, the party's candidate for 2019 election, I did call that we must eschew politics of emirate rivalry. We must encourage people to compete because they have something to offer. And Kebbi State, once more, has the best example of that. Alhaji Abubakar Musa from Ingaski local government competed because of his character, competence, and reach, and became the first elected civilian governor of Kebbi State, beating, as it were, a late father, Alhaji Abubakar Garba Koko Sarki Yakin Gwandu. Nothing but politics of excellence will deliver that. Before that, and in the wider Sokoto State, let Shehu Kangiwa of blessed memory won election in a bigger state, not because he comes from Kangiwa, not because the people of Kangiwa or the people of Kebbi State, as it were, are enough to give him electoral victory in the wider Sokoto State, but because, again, of his competence, character, and relationship. We must not allow our state to be led by people who will exploit our fault lines and make us more divided. We must resist them. We should imbibe leaders, whether they are councillors, local government chairmen, members of the State House of Assembly, members of the National Assembly, deputy governor, who appreciate the need for our state to compete with other states to achieve globally, so that Kebbi State will always be a beacon of light that other states will look up to. In that wise, I thank all our statesmen, all our distinguished scholars, all our religious leaders for the prayers, for the well wishes, for the love they have for the people of Kebbi State. And I will conclude by thanking all those who participated and organized in the parade, particularly the younger ones. I'm sure when the Army Command girls and Army boys were demonstrating their brilliance, some boy who I think looked like my deputy governor decades ago was exciting him so much that I worry that he will join the march past. It shows that we have grown. And let me once more announce that in cooperation with the Army, we are building 3 new Army schools, one at Zulu, one at Lelaba, and I'm sure one at Yauri. And I believe this will further support our educational quest and broaden the choices available to the good people of Kebbi State. I congratulate President Muhammadu Buhari on behalf of the good people of Kebbi State, and I thank all the former governors of the state, particularly the former military administrator John I. Uba and Garkon Yahuri, Senator Mohammed Adamu Aleru, Senator Alain Said Usman Dakingari is away to Lagos on party assignment, and I'm proud to say that we are one of the few states where all the former governors and the current government are working together in unison for the progress of our dear state. We pray that it remains so, and we thank you all, and we pray that God bless Kebbi State and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Climax of the occasion was the presentation of prizes to individual students and schools that excelled in the march past by the governor and some important dignitaries, including the former military governor of Kebbi State, Colonel John Paul Uba, and the first civilian governor of the state, Alhaji Abubakar Musa. The memory of the occasion will linger for a long time to come.